Dang, girl, my makeup looks fucking good. Like, it's actually giving what it was supposed to be giving. I just love the feeling of feeling pretty. Hey besties, what the fuck is up, girl? I'm finally gonna be giving you guys a makeup tutorial. This video has literally been long awaited for. Everybody has been asking, oh my god, how's your base so smooth? Like, oh my god, give us your tips, this, that. And I have filmed one before, but I do my makeup a bit different now. So I was like, of course I have to film an updated tutorial. Anyways, I am going to be showing you guys step by step my makeup routine. I hope you guys actually take my tips into consideration and actually get a smooth fucking base, because let me tell you, we cannot be stepping out the house looking like fucking payasas. Like, babe, that's just one thing we're not gonna do. And if that's you and that's why you're watching this video, girl, I got you. Trust me, I'm not gonna fail you. But I also do want to give a little disclaimer. Whatever works for me may not work for you. But bitch, work your way around it. Like, trust me, you're gonna be able to get a smooth, snatched ass base. I have to tie my hair up because I just don't like when I do my makeup and my hair's in my face. I find that shit annoying. Also, if you guys have some clips to like hold your hair back, definitely recommend to use those. Just because you don't want to be like having your hair in your face while you do your eyebrows or while you apply your primer or any of that stuff. I do want to mention that all the products that I'm going to be using, I'm going to leave them down in the description with like the shades that I use and everything, just so you guys can get an idea, because I do know some girls are like my color of skin tone, so you guys go based off of that. Girl, I got you, don't worry. I always start off with prepping my face. Typically I get ready during the day or in the morning, so that's why I always apply my SPF. And I don't like how thick it is, so I do apply moisturizer with that. I use the Clinical Extreme Protect SPF 40, and then for moisturizer I use the Daily Moisturizing Lotion by CeraVe. I get this shit at Target, and this one I got it from my esthetician, but I'm pretty sure if you go on her Instagram you can order it, or you can just look up the brand itself and purchase the SPF. I also do use a cleanser from them. That's a part of my skincare routine, so just in case you bitches wanted to know. Anyways, I do want to remind you guys that SPF is super important. Regardless if it's not fucking sunny outside, girl, still apply the SPF. And one thing that they taught me on TikTok is to always blend your products upwards, because if not, I guess your face is gonna like sag when you're older. I don't know if that's just true or not, but I used to always blend like this, or like rub my products like that. But girl, I guess I was doing it wrong this whole time. And always also go down to your neck, because our neck is a part of our skin too, girl. So do not forget that neck. And of course that forehead. My forehead right now is breaking out so badly. I don't think you could really see it on the camera just because that shit low-key blurs out my imperfections, which I'm very thankful for. But girl, we need to get the raw and real thing here. But I'm not too upset that I'm breaking out, just because tomorrow I actually have my facial appointment. So my esthetician will do the job. Always remember to moisturize your lips, because once you get to finishing your makeup, you're gonna do like lip liner and all that good stuff, and then your lips are gonna be all cracked and crusty, and it's just not gonna be a vibe. So always remember to moisturize those lips, that face, everything. Also, having clean hands is super important once you're applying stuff on your face, just because remember, girl, if you have germs on your hands, you can process that onto your face. And that's why we get so much acne, because our hands sometimes are so dirty when you don't wash them, obviously, and you transfer everything that's on your hands onto your skin, and it's just not cute. I do have lash extensions, so this does make my makeup process a bit easier. Honestly, if you guys are debating if you want to get lash extensions or not, I definitely recommend you to get some, just because they make everything so much easier. Like, bruh, I don't know what it is about getting my lashes done that it just makes me feel so powerful. I kid you guys not, when I came home from my lash appointment, I was feeling like a brand new person. Like, I swear, I was like, you know what, like, I don't need no guy, I don't need to be talking to nobody, like, I'm good on my own, like, I'm pretty, I'm a badass bitch. Like, that's the type of confidence I got, like, in those 3 hours that I was getting my lashes done. I don't even understand how the fuck that happened, but it did, girl. Anyways, I'm so sorry if I talk a lot. I always tend to get off topic all the time, so that's just a very bad habit. I literally lost that shit and I don't understand how. It's because typically I use 2 primers, so I use the Power Grip primer from e.l.f. I use that all around my face, but here like on my little mustache area and on my nose area and under my eyes I use the hydrating one because that's where I typically get oily, and this one doesn't really do the job around those areas. But girl, I can't find the hydrating primer and I'm literally so upset because what the fuck. Okay, whatever, I'm not even gonna stress it. It's fine. My makeup is gonna come out bomb snatched, bomb diggity. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just prime my face. I do prime 2 times just because I like the way that this primer sits on my face when it's like really sticky, if that makes sense. And one thing I learned, instead of patting, rub the actual primer like on your face rather than just hitting it, because if you hit it you're gonna look really like patchy once you apply your foundation and everything together. It's gonna look weird. Also, I only prime my forehead once. I don't go in twice on my forehead just because I don't really do like too much to my forehead when I apply foundation. I try not to apply a lot because I don't like when it looks too cakey, and it's gonna feel hella sticky and like uncomfortable, but that's what we want. So don't overthink it, girl. It's all good. I don't know if it's just me, but I fucking love being a girl. Like, I literally love the feeling of getting ready and like doing your hair and all that. Like, I just find it so fucking satisfying. I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling in my brows. I do use pomade for my eyebrows. I don't know why, but I've never liked to use pencil. I tried to use pencil for a while, but I don't know, they just didn't give me that clean look that I want, you know. So I've been sticking with my pomade for literally years, ever since I started doing my makeup in like 7th grade, I think. Anyways, I'm not gonna do a separate brow tutorial just because there's no point, girl. I'm gonna just explain everything on here, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Literally, I start in the middle of my brow and go down to the tail of it. Don't ever, and I repeat, ever start filling in your eyebrows from the beginning, because you're just gonna look ridiculous. And you're gonna do the same thing at the top. You're literally gonna start in the middle and do a line all the way down. Also, try not to overline your eyebrows too much to the point where they look like big ass blocks like an Angry Bird, because girl, you don't want to look like that. I do get it, everyone likes their eyebrows different. I know some girls like their eyebrows more darker and thicker than others, and then there's other girls that like theirs very thin and natural, so that's totally fine. But personal preference, I like to just go by my own shape and just literally fill them in a little bit, even though they do look dark when I conceal them. But I like that dark clean look, you know, but not to the point where they're too dark. And then start from the middle and just start brushing the product downwards. And if you want more product on the beginning of the brow, then you can do that. But personally, I don't like when the front of my eyebrow is like dark, so I don't like to go in with product on there. I remember when I tried to do soap eyebrows and I really thought I ate, girl. Like, I thought they were nice, and now that I look back at them, I don't know why, but they're just like not my vibe. I know so many girls that could rock that look, but personally I can't. Like, I literally look like a ridicula trying those soap brows. Like, it looks like I was bald for my face. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't giving. I feel like I'm more of a dark clean brow girl rather than like that soap feathery look. Is just not really my cup of tea. But there's so many girls I see that are on like TikTok or Instagram that do that, and I'm like, girl, how the fuck do you look like that? Literally. Anyways, my brows are pretty filled in now. They have more color than they did before. This one looks a bit messy, but I'm gonna fix that with concealer, girl, so do not worry, because we still have a long way to go with these brows. To conceal my brows, I just use this Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's in the shade Golden Beige. I think I got this like at Ulta or Sephora. I don't really remember, but you can get it in either one of those stores or online as well. And remember how we filled in our eyebrows starting from the middle all the way down to the tail? So you're gonna do the same as this. Don't start concealing from the beginning just because you don't want that really like big white line. I don't know, for me that just looks messy. So we're gonna start in the middle and then go ahead and bring the concealer down. I honestly think it's best to do your brows when they're clean and freshly waxed or threaded. Personally, like, I like to do my brows when they're like hairless from the bottom, but I do know some girls still like aren't allowed to get their eyebrows done. I remember when I was in middle school, my mom did not let me get my eyebrows waxed until I was like in 7th or 8th grade, I believe. So I know I have like a lot of young viewers that are around that age, so if you guys can't get your eyebrows done, girl, don't worry. You can honestly pluck them on your own, and if your parents still don't let you do that, you can just literally fill them in how I'm telling you a little bit and then conceal them and they'll look clean. You still will have hairs on the bottom, but trust me, girl, like you'll be able to get your eyebrows done eventually. Just be patient. Do the same at the top. Start from the middle and go all the way down. There's always one eyebrow that's gonna come out different from the other, and that shit pisses me off because there's always one that's super clean and then the other one is so messy. I don't understand why that happens. I'm done with my eyebrows. I'm not really satisfied because they look fucking messy, but it's totally fine. I tried to do my best that I could to clean them up, and that's all that matters. As long as you try, girl. They don't look terrible, but I just know they could have looked way better. I just put brow gel. I use the Benefit brow gel. It's just a clear gel. It's the mini size because, girl, it's pretty expensive, but it's lasted me a really long time, so ain't no complaints. Now for the good part, my base. I'm gonna go ahead and start with foundation. I know a lot of people do it differently. Like some people do concealer, then foundation, then contour, or however you guys do it. I start with foundation first. I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, matte plus poreless for normal to oily skin. Honestly, my skin is like in between. There's times where I get super oily, but then there's times where my skin is really dry. So I don't know, I feel like for me this is the perfect foundation. It gives me that matte look but it's still glowy, if that makes sense. And I am in the shade 128, so I feel like it matches me pretty good. At first it looks really light just because I've had this color for a while, and girl, I be out in the sun. But once I actually use like my concealer and my contour and everything, it looks way better. So just trust the process. I just grab a little flat brush and then I just begin to put it onto my skin. I do use a lot of foundation just because I like that very matte look and like the look where it actually looks like you're wearing makeup, like a full beat, you know. I know a lot of people are like, oh, like I don't really like that, so maybe this is really like not for you. So as you guys can tell, I just applied it on my cheek area, on my chin, and on the other side of my cheeks. So I blend that, and honestly blending is key. I've said it many times and I'll keep saying it. Like blending does make such a big difference. Like let's say you just blend for 3 freaking seconds, girl, your thing is not gonna look smooth, like, you know, because you're not patient. You have to be very patient and keep blending to the point where it just looks flawless on your skin, you know. I know it gets pretty annoying, but trust me, girl, it's so worth it. I know I look insane. Just trust the process, girl. You're gonna look a little psychotic, but that's totally fine. Then I'm gonna go with my concealer. I'm actually using 2 concealers. Recently I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade medium tan and neutral. So this is honestly like the exact same shade as my neck, which shouldn't really be the case if I want to brighten up my under eyes, but it's really full coverage, so somehow I make it work. And I just go ahead and I apply it in the middle, and then I go apply upwards. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't apply any in the middle because that's when I go in with the Too Faced concealer, since it's a bit lighter, and I put that there. Then if I have like any pimples or any scars that I want to cover, then I do go ahead and conceal those a little bit. I hate when I have to do my makeup and I have a lot of acne because I know it's just gonna get worse. But girl, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I like a more full coverage look, so I try and dry out my concealer a little bit just so when I blend it, it gives more full coverage. Does that make sense? I go ahead and blend my under eyes first just so they won't crease as much, and I start from the middle and literally blend upwards so I can lift up my face and it won't look too stupid. Don't blend too much on your under eyes because then the concealer is gonna end up coming off, and you do not want that to happen, girl. So that concealer is super dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend my entire face because you can kind of see the difference right there, and that does not look fucking cute. Okay, now I blended literally everything. Hopefully it stays looking this flawless. I'm gonna go back in with the Too Faced concealer and conceal right here to give myself a little sharp line when I end up contouring. I already freaking lost the cap, but I used the Wet n Wild makeup stick contour in the shade Where's Walnut. Bitch, you get it? Like Where's Waldo? And I start from here to the top You're gonna look insane, but trust, girl, it'll look good. Very good, actually. And I like to contour my chin as well, so I can look like a baddie with a fucking fatty. And for the nose contour, this shit is low-key hard because, dude, my nose is fucking massive. So it's so hard to contour this shit. I swear, like, I wish my nose wasn't so big. But low-key, I think that's perfect. I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck is she doing? Truly, I don't really know, girl, but at the end of the day, I look like a pretty bad bitch, so I just trust the process. So I'm gonna start blending the contour. Low-key, I applied too much, but it's fine because our cheekbones are gonna look pretty snatched. We're gonna bronze up the face, girl, because we need to add some color. We don't want to look all fucking pale, muerta type beat. Not really the vibes, queen. Psych, if you look muerta, girl, you're beautiful. Anyways, I'm gonna get my contour and literally start. I remember Louis said to never start right there, to build yourself upwards. That looks fucking bomb as fuck. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of contour on the nose area, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the forehead just to give it some color. I don't like to do too much on the forehead because then it just looks like patchy. That's just not the vibes that we're going for. I don't like to do too much just because you don't want to look like a fucking clown and you don't want to look like a dubalin. So we're gonna play it safe and chill out. But girl, when it comes to that blush, we're about to apply some blush. I just love blush, and I think blush loves me. I think this brush is too big, but I really don't care. Okay, this is honestly my favorite fucking part ever. Finishing powder. So there is a difference between setting powder and finishing powder. Setting powder is this translucent powder, the loose powder, which is like white and you bake. Finishing powder has to be close to your shade and like it stays on your skin. You don't just dab it on and then take it off. This actually sets your entire makeup together. So we're about to do that. Start in the inner corner, work your way upwards. Okay, girl, our freaking face is literally set with powder. My favorite thing ever. I just love it. Give my face some color. Also, before I forget, I'm gonna apply some highlight. I use the Fenty Beauty highlight in the color Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. Ooh, period. Mom, wait, that's not my hairbrush. I got the wrong one, girl. Wrong one. There's just two shades to it, so I honestly just use both because they're pretty good in my opinion. And then for my nose, I apply it with my finger so I can have more pigment. Now we just need lips and eyelids. Also, I don't use setting spray. I honestly hate setting spray. Like, my makeup stays even if I don't use setting spray. I just don't like it. Not my vibe. I'm gonna grab my Shape Tape concealer and apply it on my eyelid. Then I'm gonna blend it so I can go ahead and put a little bit of eyeshadow. Since I don't really know how to do eyeshadow, I don't really like doing it. I just go ahead and use my blush as the color on my eyelids. I know it's weird, but I like the color that it gives. And it's super simple. I honestly feel like this makeup tutorial was a bit long. And if it was, I really apologize. But girl, I'd be going into depth. Also, my battery is flashing. I need to change it back to the other one. But I put it to charge meanwhile I was filming on this. Okay, so my face is literally already beat. I just need these lips. I don't know if I want to go for a matte look or a glossy or natural look. But typically every time I do my makeup, I do a dark lip. Just because, I don't know, for me, I feel like that's just what goes with my face personally, and everybody else is different. Some people just like a more natural lip combo. But girl, me, I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about it, and once I turn 18, I want to get lip fillers. I don't know how old you have to be to get them. I don't know if it's like 18 and older, or even at this age you could get them. Like, I'm not insecure about my lips. Like, I don't think I have small lips, but I love the way that full lips look on me. Like, I don't know why. I just love the feeling of like the big lips. Not too big, but like literally how these look right now. I want them with lip injections, you know, because right now they obviously look big because I have lip liner on and I overlined them. But I just love the look. Also, I forgot to mention, for my lips, I used 2 lip liners from the brand Italio. I got them at the Pulga in San Jose, so I don't know if you guys are able to like get them anywhere near you guys, but if not, I'm pretty sure they have like that brand and you can just look it up. And I do use the shade Chocolate, and then the other shade, I don't even know what it is. It already like wiped off, so girl, I can't really tell you guys the shade on that. And then around my lips right now, I just applied the Dose of Colors lip kit from Shyla. I literally love this lipstick. I've been using it since like my sophomore year, I think, and the lips are snatched. I don't know if I want to add a nude color to the middle of it just to give it a little razzle dazzle, but I don't want it to look too pale because I feel like a lighter lip combo on me doesn't look good because of my skin color. Also, do not mind my ratchet ass freaking fingers. My nails came off, so I'm really sad about that. Dang, girl, my makeup looks fucking good. Like, it's actually giving what it was supposed to be giving. I just love the feeling of feeling pretty, literally. You see, the makeup process is super like stressful because it's literally a trust the process type of thing, but once you actually finish and you're done with everything, it's so worth the stress that you were having, I swear. Anyways, besties, this is the final look. It's not like too much to the point where you're like, damn, what the fuck, like MUA type of vibes, but it is to the point where I feel like I know what I'm doing now. I remember back then my makeup was literally so freaking like random. Like, it didn't even look like I had anything. It literally just looked like there was concealer, and I didn't even contour, didn't add blush, didn't do none of that. But now I'm really happy that I'm actually getting to know like my face as it is and knowing what products to use and what to do with it. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope I was able to help you guys out in a way. Like I said before, what works for me may not work for you, but I really hope that these tips really did help you, girl, because honestly, I remember when I wasn't able to do my makeup the correct way. Even then, there's never really a correct way how to do your makeup. Whatever works for you works for you. But the way that I do it now, like, girl, I was never able to do that back then, and I feel like I just needed a guide, like a step-by-step tutorial on what to do. It takes time and it takes practice, so if you don't know how to do your makeup as good yet, trust me, like, girl, it's all a process. You're not gonna know from day to night, trust me. Anyways, I love you guys so fucking much, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you guys actually followed what I was saying, and if you didn't, that's totally fine, girl. You just have something to watch and to keep yourself entertained. If you guys want daily get ready with me, I do literally post on TikTok every day, so go follow that. And I do always try and keep my Instagram updated, so I'm always posting on my Instagram stories as well, so go follow all my social medias. Everything is going to be down in the description. Also, all the products that I use, all the colors, shades, whatever you guys need, going to be down in the description. And if I forgot to mention something, just literally DM me on Instagram and I got you guys.
I'm honestly feeling like a bad bitch, not gonna lie, girl.